What is going on, world? What's up, everyone? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new Starcraft 2 video. This one is featuring two players on the WCS Pro circuit. Spawning here in the bottom right hand corner of Acid Plan LE, playing with the blue Terran pieces. He's very well known for his Terran play. His name is none other than SpeCial. And his opponent, spawning in the cross position, playing with the red Terran pieces. He's also very well known in the StarCraft 2 Pro scene. His name is none other than uThermal. So, guys and girls, I'm really excited about this series, and this game in particular, which was played at the WCS in Leipzig, was the round of 16 of that tournament. So a very exciting matchup, one that I have not watched myself, because of course you're not able to watch, generally speaking, all of the games at these tournaments, so it's always fun to be able to cast games that I have not already seen before, and I cannot wait to be sharing these moments with all of you as we feature and cast this best of 5 series. So as I said, guys, SpeCial, very well known StarCraft 2 Terran player. I find that he has some of the best drop play in the game when it comes to the medevac drops. He's very good at really kind of managing multiple things at once when it comes to his Terran units, and very good, as I said, with the drop play. Similar to a player as far as when it comes to something that he's specifically good at. Kind of like Showtime with his, his Phoenix play. I find SpeCial is very good with the drop play with his with, of course, the medevac drops. That said, though, uThermal is a very good StarCraft 2 pro gamer himself with the Terran pieces, and it's always a very interesting matchup. The TvT matchup, I gotta say, is very interesting, simply because there's a lot of mind games that go into this matchup. It's always, a lot of people are comparing StarCraft 2 to chess, and I'm starting to see that more and more as time has gone on. Seems like a massive chess matchup between players, and it's very fun, to say the least, to watch. That said, though, we are going to see SpeCial is going to be constructing a starport on the opposite side of the map. So very interesting start to this. I know the Reapers are kind of going around looking to see if there's any types of, if there's going to be any kind of cheese coming out of the opponent. But that said, SpeCial is going to send out a couple of Reapers as well as a Hellion moving across the map. We are going to see the orbital command coming in for uThermal right now. It's going to go ahead and move that factory onto the reactor. And we're going to kind of set ourselves up here at this 3-minute mark for a little bit of a timing attack by SpeCial. He's going to try to maybe get a couple of these SCVs if he's able to. He's going to try at least to try to micro back and get at least a couple of those SCVs for his troubles. So that's going to be it's going to kind of delay uThermal a little bit. Very well played. Does look like uThermal has found the starport, so he has scouted that and seen what is going to be coming. He's going for that double cyclone production, which I really like out of uThermal. These are very good against really any kinds of units that could be sent in, whether those are Liberators or Banshees. So there's going to be a Liberator that is out on the playing field right now, and we are going to see a very interesting push by SpeCial. I really like the way that this push is starting to look, at least at this point. He's getting a lot of value out of just a few units, at least right now, doing a decent amount of damage. He is flying that starport back home at this point. We're going to see a Viking coming in now for uThermal, as well as more Cyclones, but we are seeing consistent pressure at this point by SpeCial, and this is going to delay uThermal quite a bit as he tries to figure out what he should do. And it's just a matter of time until it looks as if uThermal is going to be able to fly his natural expansion back. And hey, he's going to get a couple, or one of those Reapers for his troubles. Now, this SCV is just going to start moving across the map, probably just using this SCV for a little bit of some scouting information to see what's going on the opposite side. Looks like he is going to confirm that natural expansion or command center is now down, and we're going to see a little bit possibly of a counterattack by uThermal. Now he's probably not going to be able to do too much, but he might just try to catch a couple of these Cyclones a little bit out of position, and it does look like uThermal almost had an edge there for a moment, but it does look like he is going to be forced back home. Now this starport landed on this left-hand side of the map. So that said, he's going to start having some Liberators coming out of that starport, and it's aiming directly for the main base of uThermal. Now he's got a couple of Cyclones here, beautiful play, kind of anticipating that this might be coming at some point or another. That said, though, third command center is going down at this point for uThermal, and now we are going to see. These Cyclones are going to have a great angle on that Liberator. It looks like SpeCial's going to go ahead and just sacrifice that Liberator. And a lot of Cyclones are starting to move across the map here. 5 in total for SpeCial. So very interesting play here. You know, SpeCial's kind of going in for that. He's really trying to do as much damage as possible. But I got to say, there's still a decent amount of units here for uThermal. He's got a lot of Cyclones of his own, so you got to be very careful that you do not overextend here. But this Liberator is going to confirm that that third command center is down. The longer this game goes, uThermal's going to be in a fantastic position, I think. But more reinforcements are coming for SpeCial. The question is uThermal going to be going a little bit too far here as far as kind of challenging SpeCial a little bit too much, and it looks like he did lose a couple of those Cyclones, and now SpeCial has a little bit of an angle. Looks like he's going to start moving in, and here we go. We're going to see a lot of these SCVs are pulled off the line. It's all going to come down to the micro, at least at this point. It looks like SpeCial is going to kind of back off, at least at this point. Not going in for the kill as of yet, but you got to be very careful as to how you deal with this current situation. That said, third command center going down now for SpeCial. Surprisingly enough, we're not seeing any upgrades out of either player. I'm kind of surprised by that we haven't seen at least one engineering bay go down. Very interesting. But that said, you know, there's just aggression coming out of SpeCial, and I do like it a lot. I like that he's getting aggressive early in this series, wants to set the tone as to what is happening, you know, what he kind of wants to do, and instill his will on his opponent. But uThermal, guys, is still one of the best out there with the Terran pieces. And here we go. We're going to start seeing a little bit of some back and forth, which is where it's going to get very interesting very quickly. A lot of these SCVs are going to try to get this round on a bunch of these Cyclones of SpeCial. The question is there going to be a little bit of an overextension? Does not look like SpeCial wants to take that fight as of yet. And uThermal can live another day. Can continue fighting. And I like it a lot. It looks like he landed that Viking. Very interesting. But that said, we passed the 8-minute mark. It does look like both players are now kind of getting established on 3 bases, getting, you know, fully saturated on those 3 bases. We are going to now finally see +1/+1 come out of those engineering bays. And so a beautiful play here, counter by uThermal. He is going to go and try to get a couple of kills. Does get a couple of kills, I should say. But we are going to see the double, not engineering bays, the double armories out of SpeCial. So he's going for, you know, that mech-based army composition, which the same can be said for our Terran player in red, uThermal. Now, it does look like, yes, we are going to see one armory going up now for uThermal. So he's going to be behind, though, SpeCial as far as the count goes regarding the armories and the upgrades. So we're going to have to kind of keep that in mind going forward. As we pass that 9-minute mark, we have a little bit of a lull in the game. But both players kind of trading blows, so to speak. They're both just kind of testing the waters with one another, trying to see if they can get an angle. I think it was smart, though, for SpeCial when he was going for that little push here to just not overextend. I think SpeCial, you know, played that very smart, even though, you know there's some desperation going down when you have to pull a lot of the SCVs off the line to try to hold off an attack. But uThermal really did a great job with that, holding off SpeCial, at least for the time being. Now the question is there going to be enough here for uThermal to hold on to this attack, which is a lot of Cyclones are starting to move across the map. It looks like SpeCial may very well try to catch this catch this army a little bit off guard, but it just looks like this is going to be interesting. I've not seen mass Cyclone play in a while by both opponents. This is going to get very interesting. And I love this composition when you got a lot of Cyclones. Cyclones are actually they can be very powerful in high numbers. And now it looks like the transition is coming in for SpeCial. He's going to start moving into some siege tank production, as well as double Hellion. So interesting, very interesting unit compositions as far as, you know, the mech build is in full effect for both these players, and that's exciting. I'm excited to see kind of what both players decides to do as this game kind of progresses. Who's going to attack first? And, you know, SpeCial has taken a lead as far as the supply count is concerned, but at the same time, uThermal's definitely not out of this thing just yet. Vehicle weapons level 1 is going to be finishing up in less than 5 seconds for uThermal. And here we go. The 4th command center is going to be under some fire. And here we go. The surround might be coming in, though, by uThermal. The question is there going to be enough here for uThermal to hold on? I don't know if there is. SpeCial is really possibly overextending here. He is doing a lot of damage, though. But just like that, it looks like SpeCial has been kind of forced back. Possibly he is going to continue going after that 3rd command center. He's hitting multiple angles at once, really throwing off uThermal, and GG is called. And just like that, uThermal's supply plummeted all of a sudden, and SpeCial takes a 1-0 lead over his opponent. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between uThermal and SpeCial. And if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for new, stay positive, and as always, I'll talk to you guys all in the next one. Peace.